We've transformed our 36-inch goldfish tank into another father fish style aquarium. We're doing this one totally on a budget. So we did buy a bag of potting compost for this cost. I think it was £3.50. This one we've used play sand. We haven't washed the play sand. We put the play sand straight into this tank because the play sand says that it's already washed sand. So we took it at its word. The play sand is £3 a bag. There's 1.5 bags of play sand in this tank. So the substrate cost £3, £6, we'll say £7.50 for the substrate. Everything else we had the large sponge filter. The rock, the bogwood, the little sandstone rocks all came out of my big tank. The Java moss was in the 120 litre shrimp tank. It was totally swamped by the hornwort and guppy grass in the shrimp tank. All these little plants were in my big tank. I am going to convert my big aquarium into a father fish style aquarium as well. The only other thing I bought for this tank was I actually bought 3 pots of stargrass. Now, instead of planting the stargrass this time all in a big clump, I've separated the clump all out. It's all in the back of that rock there as well. All along the back, right over to that piece of Vallisneris, which was in my big tank, which incidentally has been in my big tank a long time, never amounted to much. Never seen it put out a runner. I have 4 or 5 of them. I think I have another 3 that I'm going to put back in the big tank when I do it. All that Alodia came from cuttings in my original 64 litre father fish aquarium. So to be able to take that many cuttings off the Alodia that's in the father fish tank is testament to how well stuff grow in a father fish aquarium. Now, there's odd bits of roots and stuff sticking up. May have to pull this guy. I think I'll just actually do that now when I'm here. He seems to be planted a little bit deep. We'll just try and pull him up a wee bit. There's a lot of roots on these plants. The roots were very, very deep. I think that's a little runner there. I think that's actually a little runner coming off that plant. So need to be careful doing this with one hand. My light doesn't end up in the water. Anyway, I know Father Fish says put in the fish straight away, but there's nowhere near enough plants in this tank. And because we're doing this on a budget, we're not going to put any fish in this tank until the plants that's now in there have grown sufficiently that I think there's enough plants in here to deal with the ammonia of the fishes that I'm going to put in. What's going in here is going to be some of the white cloud fry. I will be putting snails and shrimp in this tank also. I will be doing the same in the big 700 litre. I'm actually emptying the 700 litre. We're going to change it from a tropical tank into a temperate tank also. And we're hoping that as we get older and older, I'm now not far off retirement age. So I'm hoping that as the next few years go on and I get less and less able to do all these things, that these tanks will basically self-maintain for me because of the small fish and small inhabitants. The only thing I'll have to do is prune plants. So that's it, folks. This is my second attempt at a budget father fish aquarium. When I get the 700 litre finished, maybe going on towards the end of this next week, we did get some of the gravel. There's 150 kilos of gravel in the big tank to be taken out in buckets. So we did do some yesterday evening. We emptied about half of it, but it's been raining here all day today, so we didn't bother because we have to traipse in and out from the house to the shed with the gravel, and it just wasn't that practical. So anyway, that's it. The second budget father fish style aquarium. Now, there'll be loads saying not enough plants, not enough this, not enough whatever. I know there's not enough plants, hence why there's no fish in the tank. I'm not going to cycle the tank. I'm not going to test the water. The tank will be sitting empty as if it was doing a cycle. We won't be adding any ammonia, any testing, nothing. We're just allowing the plants to grow to a level that I think the plants can sustain the fish waste. That's it, folks. Happy budget aquarium keeping as always.